Does this work? Yeah, I think it works now. Yeah, okay. So what you want to do first? So we're wait. So we're in our today we're gonna do like a Discord.js workshop that, and we'll teach you how to make like a simple bot using Node.js and Discord.js. And if you guys have like any questions that you want to ask, you can just put it in chat and we'll read it. Well, what you want to do first is you want to go to nodejs.org and get the recommended Node.js package. I mean, yeah, this 14.15.1, and it will when you click on download, it would download like an installer, and it will walk you through it. I already have it downloaded, so I won't be clicking this button, but this is one of the things that you need. Well, when you start the when you first like want to create a bot, you want to go to discord.com/developers/applications. This is basically like the portal for all like the developers and people who want to make stuff, different stuff. You can see my bots that I have created or like tried making. And to start off, you want to create new application, and you can put anything like any like type of name you want. It's gonna be like the bot's name. And since you have your bot already, you can put like a description if you want. It doesn't really matter. But if you what we want to look at is look for is the bot, and it tells you like you can create a bot user, right? And when you want to create a bot, you press add bot. Yes, do it, and then you have the bot, right? So we have the token, right? And we'll get back to this later. But you at the tutorial bot, you can change the username, or you can select an image. For public bots, you can click this button, which allows you to like other people to invite your bot to their server. I usually turn this off for like custom bots, so random people just don't invite it, and only I can do it. And these don't really do much. They basically, yeah, they don't do much. You can just ignore this. To like invite the bot to a Discord, right? You wanna go to OAuth 2, and then click you wanna generate a URL. You can basically ignore all of these. These are for like different things, like logins for other websites or anything else. So you wanna click bot and give it the permissions that you want the bot to have. I usually just go with admin because it's like the easiest. We have the link, right? And after that, we click copy, go into a new window, and just accept. Then we're gonna put it into our test server. Do the captcha. Got truck, right? Truck. Yeah, that's truck. Okay. All right. So.
By the way, all this doesn't really do anything. It just
Yeah.
For the bot, it doesn't go online yet. It doesn't like.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah.
He's just like making the bot's account.
So we have like tutorial bot, right? We have a bot and everything. Well, like if we want to type like anything, right? It doesn't actually do anything because it's not online. So what you want to do is like we'll go back to bot, and we get a token. You guys can like you guys should use your own token, because this token is gonna be this token is my token for this, and it's gonna be removed, like it's gonna be regenerated anyway. So so in order to get it online, we press copy, and then we go to VS Code. VS Code is basically what we're using for this.
VS Code is just a text editor. Like you can use your own one if you want.
Yeah. All right, so We have so VS Code, right?
Yes, the first
Okay.
thing you're gonna want to do after you install Node.js is you want to install the Discord.js.
Yeah, okay. So we want to first start off by creating like our we want to start. We just like start off, right? So what you want to type in terminal is npm init, which basically walks you through the creation process of like the base like information that every node package needs. Yeah, we can just basically press enter for everything, and we create package.json for us. But like we want like a main file to run all our code, and so we make a file called index.js. You can use like really any name you want, but it must be a JavaScript file. And also like we don't want any to like start off. We don't want anyone else except for us to access the code and like access the bot, right? And like we don't want it to be hacked.
They get your token, they can literally just code your bot and
Yeah.
in other words, change the code for your bot. And if your bot's in a lot of servers, they can literally just make your bot do whatever they want.
So
this has actually happened with big bots before that have lots of permissions, like moderation bots. And they were in like thousands of servers. Someone leaked the token, and some guy took that token and coded the bot and made it do a bunch of stuff. Like it deleted a bunch of channels and banned a bunch of members for no reason.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. If you want your bot to be important, don't leak your token with that. Just gives other people access to it. So just treat it like your password. Sort of.
Yeah. So in order to do that, we want to create another file called config.json. It basically holds the token so people just don't take it. And then every single JSON file is it usually has curly brackets, and every single key has it's surrounded by double quotes. We want to call it token, and the value would be our token. Steven's gonna put this token so you guys just don't mess up the server. And we'll go back to the index. Well, the way we get the token from config is actually, well, we'll start off. So we're declaring a variable and we're calling it token. Then after that, we're gonna be getting the token using require and getting using config.json. Then after this, we need to interact with Discord, right? So we want to install discord.js. If you look down in terminal, I'm typing npm, which is the node package manager that basically holds like other people's code, and you can install it if you want to install their code. We install the code by npm I discord.js. So some random people on this like on the internet just created like a wrapper for like the Discord API, so we can easily interact with Discord through the Discord API through discord.js. And you can basically ignore the package that just was created. Package.json is just really package lock.json is just basically for like dependencies. And if we look in package.json, it added this because we need to use discord.js for it to run. Is there any questions like recently?
I don't think so. I don't see any.
Alright. Okay, so what we want to do next is we want to declare a variable called discord, and we require discord.js. This is basically how you get all of the discord.js. This is basically how you get all of the modules and like import it into the index.js. And then we need to create a bot client. So like a bot client is basically what's like happening, like the bot, like the actual bot for like example, we calling it tutorial bot. So I'll add my like token, right? So to config that JSON, you put your own token, and then I'll change this later, so you guys just don't do anything. After that, we want to create our client, right? So we would put const client. The name, you can put this, you want to declare a variable called client and make it a discord.client. It's basically initializes the bot client, and we can like do a bunch of other stuff to it. And then we want to make it so it actually logs in, right? So we do client.login token. Wait up. Then config.token. This is basically how you get the token from the config file.
Yeah, wait, Gene, before we continue, can you configure the live share to be added as well?
Yeah.
I think you just go into the live share settings,
I think you can like request to edit or something.
Alright, okay.
You want to try requesting to edit? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Alright, so we're just gonna continue, I guess. Okay. So next, like if we run this file using node index.js, right? The bot should be on. Let's switch back to Discord. And look, the bot's on. The bot actually doesn't do anything right now because we haven't coded anything except for it getting on. And I'm just gonna copy this and put it into token. Wait, so like just like to tell you guys, if anything happens to your token, you can always click regenerate and it'll give you a new token. I'll click it. I'll test it. And now my token is changed. So if we go back to VS Code, we first want to make like an event that tells us if the bot's on or not. This could help like a lot with debugging because sometimes the bot like it runs but it doesn't actually come online. So if we use client.on ready, and then we make a callback, basically a function, and we can just console.log. Wait, basically printing something into the terminal. The bot is ready. And if we try it again, if you see down here, that means the bot's online. Is there any questions? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's questions. Feel free to ask like any questions or make any comments into chat. We will always read it. Okay, next we need to get the every single message, right? So we want to make it like a command that like when we say something, it responds back to it. So we need to use client.on message. So on a message, it will run a certain command. This is basically a function that uses message, and it lets us use the message class or object, collection on discord.js. You can we're gonna refer back to the documentation. So I'll switch back. If you look here, this is the official site for discord.js, discord.js.org, and it has tons of like easy and like good resources for like searching things. What we want to do is find message, and basically with the message in VS Code, it like this thing, like the variable message, it represents this. So we can get all of these properties and all of this stuff from the message that it gives us. So on every single message, like we want to make it so it only responds to one of our messages. Like if our message starts with an exclamation mark, for example, then it would respond. We don't want it to respond to like just random words in our sentence. So what we do is if message.content, the content of the message basically, that starts with, then an exclamation mark, then we can run the message. But to make it easier, if we put an exclamation mark, that basically says if the message content doesn't start with an exclamation mark, we return, basically ending the script. Like then we want to see if the like command is equal to if message.content is equal to basically what this does is it creates a command called pong, which it doesn't really do anything right now, but like if the content of the message is exclamation mark pong, it sends a message, or it doesn't do anything right now, so we'll add stuff. So in order to send a message, you want to do message.channel.send. It basically gets the channel of the message and sends a message, but we can put pong and change this to ping. If we run this again and then go to the meeting, we can make the tutorial bot do something. Look, we made it say pong. With just like a few lines of code, you can add like a ton more commands. Like if you put an else, message.content, you can make it say hello. Then we Control C to exit the script, and we start it again. To add more like features or like anything else, you could use like the JavaScript syntax or anything else and like other Discord modules to make really cool bots that like if you can public to Discord bot lists like top.gg, and other people could like add your bot and it would run. I just want to make a quick disclaimer that after you press Control C, you see down here, I'll move it up. So after you press Control C, the script ends, right? So, but like, if you want to start it again, you press node index.js. But if you press Control C, the bot just goes offline. And that also applies to if you close out of VS Code, if you close out of the terminal, or if you close out of like your computer or something. So the bot goes offline. This is a really big problem that like most developers have, that the bot goes offline because your computer is not online. And one of the main solutions of this is to get a free server or like a server that you can host your bot on. And there's this really good resource called Library of Code, which you could get a free server that allows you to run your bot 24/7. Do you guys have anything to add? Alright, so I want to thank you guys for coming to our stream, and I hope you guys learned something, or if you didn't, I thank you for coming and dropping by. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the #coding help, and we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, and just saying, didn't speak up much today, but be sure to check in for our next stream if you want to learn how to do all this in Python, because like I know very few people actually know JavaScript, and most people start out with Python, so I can like take you like, through the process in Python.
Yeah.
So check in next stream.
All right. See.